Good evening, welcome to the Buck Stops here. They were meant to be political insurgents in the Delhi elections. But is the Aam Admi Party really any different from the Congress or the BJP? Now the party with the so-called difference is almost certain to stake claim to form a government in Delhi with the outside support of the Congress. According to the Aam Admi Party, this is a choice made by supporters on the basis of feedback they've received. Tonight we ask, is the whiff of coming to power proving impossible for the Aam Admi Party to resist? I'm Vishnu Shom, but first, our top story this evening. With just a few months to go for the general elections, Rahul Gandhi, the number 2 of the Congress party, came out with a candid confession. Speaking at the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Rahul said he knows what it's like when the industrialists come to AGMs with bad news. That bad news is, of course, all about the Congress party's recent performance in the assembly elections. But Rahul, ever the optimist, is still hopeful of a quick turnaround. And part of that process includes getting senior leaders like Jayanti Natarajan out of their ministries and back into the party fold ahead of the elections.
We didn't really hit a 6 in the last election. We didn't do as well as we expected. Go back a long
An honest admission by Rahul Gandhi that things didn't look pretty right now, but also expressed his hope for a quick turnaround.
We will renew ourselves and will fight strong and confident in order to protect the values of tolerance and compassion that are the essence of India.
This promise of a revamp comes on a day when Environment Minister Jayanti Natarajan resigned from the Union Cabinet. Reports suggest more ministers could be asked to step down and come back to the party to strategize for 2014. Like Jairam Ramesh was drafted back into the party just ahead of the 2009 polls. And Rahul made his intentions clear while speaking to captains of industry at FICCI's annual general meet. Congress's 2014 strategy would start by tackling UPA 2's challenges.
And corruption is bleeding our people dry. This week we took a huge step, a massive step. We passed the Lokpal bill. That our government has done more to combat corruption than any other government.
Rahul Gandhi keeps quiet, whether it's 2G, whether it is Colgate, whether it is Commonwealth Ghotala, or whether it is Adarsh scam, but only keeps on saying law was passed by us.
High inflation on the back of high food prices is an immediate concern. Beating inflation is our top priority. The real issue, frankly, in all these things, whether it's environment, whether it's land acquisition, it's arbitrary power.
Clearly, the Congress number 2 wants a course correction, and there is talk about drafting younger leaders back into the party.
ये कोई नई बात नहीं है। पिछले गत 7-8-10 सालों में समय-समय पर बहुत से लोग संगठन से सरकार में आए हैं और सरकार में काम करने के बाद वापस संगठन में गए।
After the recent election drubbing, an organizational revamp perhaps was inevitable, but the question is this too late now? Can the Congress really turn around? With Hina Gambhir, Sandeep Phukan, NDTV.
Well, he's been criticized for not being assertive enough in the run-up to the general elections, a shadow of the public persona of Narendra Modi. But today, Rahul Gandhi was impressive as he took his message to industry in India.
Unfortunately, good news about this government doesn't seem to sell newspapers these days. Recently, we've been able to ensure that convicted criminals are kept out of pardon. I also got to learn a lesson. I learned that it is not polite to ask for ordinances to be torn up and thrown into the dustbin.
Humour and confidence on display as Rahul Gandhi addressed India Inc. These have been the snapshots of Rahul so far. While Narendra Modi has been a regular with India Inc., Rahul has addressed only a couple of business summits.
Ahead of the 2014 elections, the corporate world is closely watching both Rahul Gandhi as well as Narendra Modi and their vision for the Indian economy. And in that context, the comparisons between the two are inevitable.
The fact that he agreed to come, he engaged, he had, I think, a vision for India and industry within that economic growth for India, which actually is music to our ears.
The welcome part is that there was a perception, and I'm using the word perception in the past, that he had been staying away from business platforms, and is coming here and engaging with business people.
From talking about land acquisition to creating more jobs to pitch India as a global hub in manufacturing, Rahul Gandhi tried his best to shed his image of not reaching out to industry.
Poverty cannot be fought without growth. You absolutely 100% need growth to fight poverty. There's absolutely no confusion in my mind about this.
In the past, the criticism against Rahul Gandhi has been that he does not take public positions or speak publicly on crucial issues. Clearly, now there is an attempt to change that perception. With Hina Gambhir, Sandeep Hukan, NDTV.
Well, the USP has always been about providing an alternative to the Congress and the BJP. But is the smell of power proving to be too much for the Aam Admi Party to resist in New Delhi? It's now almost certain that the Aam Admi Party will try to form the government with outside support from the Congress, a party they have slammed each and every moment of their election campaign. The Aam Admi Party says it's the people of Delhi who want them to form a government. They are the final arbiters.
बहुमत में अगर यही फैसला रहा जैसा इस सभा का है तो फिर सरकार बनाएंगे।
हम आपसे जानना चाहते हैं कि हमें क्या करना चाहिए, वो जनता कहेगी वही हम करेंगे।
इतने लोग कहते हैं सरकार बनानी चाहिए, हाथ खड़े कर दीजिएगा।
A loud and resounding yes across the capital, with the majority of Delhi wanting the Aam Admi Party to form the government with Congress support. Delhi's debutant party had campaigned and won on an anti-BJP, anti-Congress plank, notching an impressive 28 of the 70 seats, but fell short by 8 seats to stake claim. The Congress has offered unconditional support. It's the first big political test for Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Admi Party leadership after the polls.
The idea was to go out there and ask for a yes or no. But they want to have a debate, a longer debate. So we say this is what it means, taking support of Congress and making the government and fulfilling the promises that we wanted to do. Or it's not making a government and having a re-election.
We feel that Aam Admi should not go because they have no full majority.
6 महीने तक मौका कि हाँ भाई देखो ये कर दिया, अगर गिराते भी हैं तो भी पब्लिक उनके साथ है, हाँ भाई दोबारा फिर इलेक्शन हो गया तो पब्लिक फिर उनको वोट देगी।
Among its poll promises, the Aam Admi Party had said it would provide 700 litres of free water to families and halve electricity rates in the capital. Both the Congress and BJP have accused the Aam Admi Party of making impossible promises. Now they want the AAP to deliver.
ये तो उपराज्यपाल को फैसला करना था और उन्होंने कह दिया था राष्ट्रपति शासन लगाएं। अब अधिक समय देकर ऐसा लगता है कि कांग्रेस और आम आदमी पार्टी के बीच में कुछ पक रहा है।
Unique in its way, the Aam Admi Party literally going back to the Aam Admi once again to answer this difficult question. By and large, across the various wards of Delhi, across the various 272 wards of Delhi, the answer is yes, go ahead and form the government. Everyone's aware of the kind of pitfalls that they can face. However, the feeling right now is that it's a unique opportunity that's been given to the Aam Admi Party and they should go ahead and form the government. Officially, of course, results to be announced on Monday. In New Delhi, Siddharth Pandey for NDTV.
So is the writing on the wall? Is it now just a matter of time before this is officially announced? Joining us, Shazia Ilmi of the Aam Admi Party, Dr. Kiran Walia, Senior Congress Leader, and with me in the studio, Sheshadri Chari, National Executive Committee Member of the BJP. Thank you all very much for joining us. Shazia, why don't you say directly that you will be taking the outside support of the Congress Party in an attempt to form the government in Delhi?
I think we will say whatever we have to pretty soon. Right now, we're still collecting, we're doing this referendum and going from nukkad to nukkad, street to street, mohalla to mohalla, wards to wards, and we're taking inputs from the SMS data that we are getting, and pretty soon we'll be out with it. But yes, there is a large number of people who feel we must form the government, and they do understand our predicament at this point of time. But yes, most people have favored towards forming a government. So, there have been more ayes than nays. So
Shazia, how many SMS, just give us an idea of the numbers. How many people have actually SMS'd their choice so far?
I think till yesterday it was 5 lakhs. I don't know the data today because I was out in my own constituency from ward to ward, and in fact I've just come back. So I won't know the exact number where the data is concerned, but every MLA candidate who's won or not won has gone out there and interacted with people through sabhas, and also told them the option is that of SMS phone calls, as well as they can write and speak and also send letters on the
So of that 5 lakh, how many have said that you should accept the outside support?
I don't know whether it's 5 lakhs, it could be 5, it could be 10.
Right, so as of yesterday...
I think till yesterday, yeah, I think it was 75% who said yes.
75% said yes. So,
from the government.
All right. Dr. Kiran Walia, is it okay for you to really consider providing support to the Aam Admi Party, considering that the same Aam Admi Party will be contesting against you in a few months at the national level?
Well, that's perfectly all right. It's not that it's never happened in history before. We were very particular because we knew our own wisdom told us what they had to find through SMSs and Mohalla Samitis, that people do not want an election immediately after an election. And once they've given them a mandate, they should have formed the government, which was a logical conclusion. However, they've gone back to the people, good idea. They got the same answer, that they should form the government. And their own legislators are very keen that they should form the government. And now we had only said that we will not pull down your government, but it's not forever an unconditional support. It is that these issues that you have raised with our Congress president, these are all executive in nature, excepting 2 which have to be taken up by the center, been repeated by channels time and again. And on these issues, we are absolutely there. Most of them are there in our manifesto. And we have no issue. You do that. You bring the electricity rates down. I still reiterate, this is what the public voted them for. You make that water free, what you're talking about. You bring the corruption down.
Dr. Walia, the Congress party
will be too happy.
And Sheila Dikshit had raised the electricity rates because they said it was inevitable. Either you raise the electricity rates or you will not have service to lakhs of people in the city. This party says that these rates have to go down by 50%. If not more than that.
Yes.
Right. And so you've changed your position.
Happy they bring it
down. A few months back you raised the rates, now you're willing to bring the rates down.
No, we are not bringing. They are the ones who said they'll bring the rates down.
And you're okay with that.
And we had said that Delhi was still buying electricity, Delhi was still, providing electricity at a rate with no other metropolitan city, and most of the states were not providing with. So this is what we went on record to say, whether it's the Bharatiya Janata Party run states, Aam Admi in any case is not in power anywhere.
Okay.
But if they come with this kind of a solution, I think it's very good. It's maybe some people would call it utopian, some may not find it practicable. But however, if they're able to do it, we must give them a chance. That's what we're doing.
And but won't the pitch, but ma'am, Dr. Walia, won't the pitch be disturbed if tomorrow the Aam Admi Party decides to field somebody against Rahul Gandhi in the national elections just a few months away?
They in any case, the moment they fought election, they've forgotten all their love for Delhi and put up, at least they're saying 3 of the candidates saying they want to fight against Rahul Gandhi and fight a parliamentary election. It's never heard of before that you fight an election on Delhi issues and just after 24 hours you want to fight parliamentary elections. However, they're free to fight whatever election they have to. Our support is, we wanted somebody to be enabled to form a government so that an election is not imposed on innocent public which has voted for them in great faith.
Okay, Shazia, I'll come to you in a moment.
No issue with all these SMSs and Mohalla Samitis which are somewhere attended. The fact of the matter is their own legislators now want to form the government.
Do you think the Congress party, ma'am, should have had these SMS polls earlier on in the election campaign to know what people really thought about you?
Well, we have known the hard way what people really thought about us. I'm making a candid statement.
True.
It was really not felt to that extent. I do appreciate what the people have said. It sets us to thinking on many issues.
Okay.
It's the right time for introspection.
Okay. Sheshadri Chari, one of the points mentioned over there by Dr. Kiran Walia was that the Aam Admi Party evidently, and she used the word mandate, has the mandate to come to power in Delhi. A lot of people would say that the Aam Admi Party and the Congress have pulled the rug under the BJP, which was the single largest party. How do you react to this development?
We are waiting for the Congress to pull the rug under the feet of Aam Admi Party now. So you will see soon what happens.
That is, you feel that is inevitable. Where does that leave the BJP in Delhi? Because even though your performance may not have been where you would have liked, you very narrowly lost these elections. So do you not feel cheated? That
what looks like a shadow boxing between Aam Admi Party and the Congress is actually a barter. See, the issue is not whether you reduce the electricity bills or you sweep the Delhi roads clean with a broom. The issue is Aam Admi Party basically shot into fame accusing the Congress of corruption. They accused the former Chief Minister Sheila Dikshit of corruption. This was an issue which was taken up by BJP from in 2009, 2010, 2011.
Yes.
And this was the issue for which Anna Hazare came to Delhi and fasted. Yes. This was the issue which was piggy-righted by Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. And today, all of a sudden, they seem to have all fallen out. So now, the people whom they actually kept on the firing line, it is the same Congress party to which they have gone, seeking support. So wonderful.